love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.
What's up, racing fans? This is Keith with Each and Every Stride, giving you an early look for the road for the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby. I know it's early, but the preps for the points is underway, and we have an intriguing 12-horse field here for Remington Park Springboard Mile. It's coming up for Friday the 13th. That's right, December 13th here at Remington Park. I'll be going over each horse, and I'll give you my picks at the end as well, and to give you some analysis here of this big 12-horse field. Intriguing race for 2-year-olds about to turn 3 for the new year. And some local connections are entered in this race, along with the horses that have shipped even from the West Coast. So it's a big purse of $300,000 for a chance to get those points, those important points to qualify for the first Saturday in May. Kentucky Derby. The point structure is 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. So first through fifth here for the Springboard Mile. I know it's early, but if you can get 10 or even 5 points, I think that really gives some of these connections an idea, right, of what they have underneath the saddle. So let us know who you like too in the comments. I'm going to pull up some horses here and some PPs. So, and I thank you so much for the support here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. I had a lot of fun making that debut video. And yeah, thank you all for the retweets, the kind words, the support. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. So hit the like button and subscribe here to Each and Every Stride. Let's look at the good old-fashioned PPs here. It's going to be the Springboard Mile. So race 12, Remington on Friday the 13th. I thought it was a very intriguing race. You have horses that are coming out of actually a lot of similar races. Some of them have faced each other. Some are unknowns here at this 8-furlong mile distance. So again, let us know who you like too. Let's go over each horse here quickly. So it's going to be the $300,000 Springboard Mile, as I mentioned, with those Kentucky Derby points. So we got Coal Battle. Coal Battle here. This horse is actually the top earner in this young field, banking over $127,000 already. And he won the $100,000 Jean Lafitte Stakes there at Delta on November 8th recently. So that was a muddy track that day. Could possibly see some rain at Remington on Friday. I know it's early in the forecast as I record this earlier in the week. Intriguing horse, though. I mean, if you get a wet track, you have a chance. It's actually the 2 wins for Coal Battle are on the muddy track. And then they tried the turf race there at Kentucky Downs. I thought it was a pretty good performance. This horse came on for 4th late. Kentucky Downs is like its own vortex of a racetrack. So that's not that bad of a performance. The Keeneland Allowance turf race, just a throwout race. So this horse could be at least an underneath play for me. I don't really like the 1 post though. So that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I know that this horse actually does its best running wide. So for me, Coal Battle, I'll talk about it a little bit later. More of an underneath play for me, but it's sloppier the track, the better for this one. Let's go number 2, Blue Angel here. Blue Angel purchased for at $250,000. So this pedigree, right? So the pedigree stands out for me. This is the son of Gun Runner and by a Sky Mesa mare. And this horse did win in the slop-on debut just a few weeks back at Remington. You get a top jockey aboard in the circuit in Cabrera, and you get the all-time leading trainer, right? So you get Steve Asmussen. He's got a couple entered in this one. And this horse just needs to step it up, though, based on that speed figure. Could see a good performance moving forward. I'm not going to be using this horse, but I think that this horse would be one to keep an eye on in the future. So let's talk about this horse. I'm actually very interested in Speed King. He is the 7-2 morning line favorite, won impressively by 2 1/4 lengths there on debut at Churchill Downs. and a fast winning time too for 6 furlongs. Now the second start of the career. So it's a little bit of the unknown is, can this horse get the extra distance, the 8 furlongs? This horse does look very tough though. That was a very impressive 93 speed figure, Echo-based speed figure in the first start of the career. Don't usually see him that high. And I like the workouts leading up for this horse for Ron Marquette, who trains the Speed King here. And he got the 5 furlongs. I like the workout 2-back a lot. Got 1 out of 11 horses in a minute and 1 flat. I think this horse is primed for a big race. So I'll be talking about this horse a little bit later. Got number 4, Dominant Spirit. Let's look. Thank you for tuning in here. We're going over the Springboard Mile here with these competitors. It's going to be the another horse coming out of this, a couple of horses coming out of this Clever Trevor Stakes. So this horse was a runner-up to a horse that's I'm going to be talking about in this field, Jolly Samurai. Gotta love that name. And this is the horse that came in second. So Dominant Spirit going to be showing some speed. Good second place. Just thought this horse was pressing and a little all out to keep second. Going to need to improve here for jockey Brett Calhoun. The trainer Calhoun, and then the jockey Jose Alvarez. So got good local connections there. They do well together. And for me, going to be probably more of a pass for me, but this horse showed a lot of speed last time. See if that speed holds again. So let's talk about a horse that I've actually followed a little bit this year is a Brooklyn Alley Cat. Going to need to set up for Danny Fish. This is the most experienced horse in the race out of, actually 6 races under its belt, and took 5 races to break the maiden. So for local connections here, I don't fault these local connections at all to actually take a shot in this big stakes race with the $300,000 purse. He has a win at this mile distance in an allowance event. Going to be rolling late. I think he's going to need the perfect setup, though. So more of an underneath play for me, but an honest horse that will be rolling late. All right, so let's take a look at SA. We'll go through some of these here. This horse is actually by 1,000 words. So Young Stallion. I remember this horse was supposed to run in the Kentucky Derby, scratched pre-race. I feel a little old now seeing that 1,000 words horse is made it to the racetrack. I've seen buzz a little bit that they think he's going to be a good young stallion to start. So for me, it's always fun when you see these horses run and then they become the stallions here. So this horse SA improved in speed figure department big time. Will be tested at this first time at the mile distance, more of an underneath. I'm probably not even going to use this horse. Just going to need some experience. I think this is a very talented field though. So circle some horses around this race, especially the result, and see what happens. So we got Jolly Samurai. I was mentioning this horse before. Let's pull up Jolly Samurai here. Yep, this is a horse that's going to be coming off the pace. Got the 4-1 second choice on the morning line here for Jolly Samurai. And let's look. I mean, this is the 2-year-old gelding, right? So we got the local connections, and we got the horse here. Yep, we got Danny Fish. Will be ridden by Renee Diaz. This horse is steadily going up the distance ladder, which I do like. I do like the races, going 5.5, then you go 6, then you go 7. So what's the next step here? The last 2 were the stakes wins. So this is the winner of the Kid DeVille and the Clever Trevor. So the local good stakes races there. We'll be looking to close. Again, I think he's going to need the setup with the pace. He could have a nice setup if it gets hot up front with the pace. So let's talk about a horse I'm actually very interested in. It's going to be Complex Music. Familiar connections here for Asmussen and Stuart Elliott. Another one that hasn't gone this mile distance. So a lot of inexperience at this mile distance in this field, but it does have racing experience to look back at. And the speed figures are gradually increasing. I like that. I actually like the progression in the speed figures here. And what I like is this horse wasn't really asked too much in that last win at Horseshoe Indy. So let's look. The Horseshoe Indy race here. I just thought that was a good effort. And then we got the wasn't even asked. So I like that a lot. I mean, was asked, but not full tilt boogie. So it was something that got the job done there, 3-1, and it was 6 furlongs at the Horseshoe Indy there. I like that race. And I'll talk about an angle I have on this horse in a little bit. Got the Dr. Reuben. Looks like a Dr. Reuben for the Del Mar Group, shipping in from California after winning and breaking the maiden. They're October 14th at Santa Anita, 6-1 morning line odds on this horse. So you get Edwin Maldonado as the regular rider in town. So this is for Doug O'Neill. So for O'Neill, I know that we've seen this move a couple of times with O'Neill, and he actually won the Kentucky Derby twice, right? So he's won the Derby twice with 2012 with I'll Have Another and Nyquist in 2016. So will he have another Derby horse here? Let's see. Got number 10 here, Medicine Dog, long shot 20-1 morning line for local trainers Davidson and Floyd Wetley Jr. Gelded son of Constitution, comes out of that SA race, came in 5th place, would really need to improve big time to be a factor. Let's look at a horse that's interesting. Is Mr. Omaha, Oklahoma bred. Now, this is a thing that I did a little digging on. This little research is that an Oklahoma bred has not won the Springboard Miles since Ted Foley in 2011. So that's a pretty big history there. Going to look to break the curse. I don't like seeing that. I mean, that's something that, until the curse is broken, right? They're going to beat me. But, this horse is a winner of 3 in a row and won at the Oklahoma Classics Juvenile Night, and is instilled at the 3rd morning line choice at 5-1. Tough post there for me to take 5-1. I do like the jockey and the connections for this horse, but I'll be talking about a little bit more here when we round out the field here for Keno. This is the son of Keen Ice. Gets the post draw that's very tough. So for me, this horse comes out of the Brooklyn Alley Cat race. Big thing for me in this race was Elliott, the jockey, was on this horse, but now rides the horse that I'm going to talk about in a little bit instead for Asmussen. So I think that was a very telling sign. So let's talk about it a little bit further for you. And again, let me know who you like and hit the like button here. It's going to be each and every stride. I'm doing a preview of these Kentucky Derby prep races. So let's talk about my picks here. So this is how I'm going to play this race. I touched on a lot of these horses. I like the 389 Exacta box. I think that, now listen, we could get that weather I was mentioning. It says showers right now. I'm recording this early in the week, so that could change. I think this horse, Speed King, is very intriguing. This is a prospect with very good workouts, like I was mentioning. I think that this horse could really impress here. And he is the morning line favorite at 7-2. For me, it just came down to that Churchill Downs race. I think that it was very impressive with the speed figure. Ron McQuet has done well in these kind of local stakes races in the area. So I like the 3 as my top pick. I like this number 8, though, a lot. Complex Music. As I just was touching on, jockey Elliott chooses this horse, 8-1 morning line for Steve. It's the connections you just can't ignore. And number 9, Dr. Reuben M. This is the Doug O'Neill. Is he a Doug O'Neill Derby prospect? So this horse, won impressively. I like how this horse got a little bit of a break. He's got a breather. He's going to come in fresher over these other horses. The thing is, will he like the Remington dirt? Can't be too wide at Remington. So you can't be wide. That's why I didn't really love the outside post for some of those horses. But I think it's an intriguing field. Going to see a lot more of these here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. Going to be doing a lot of these prep kind of races. I know they got the Los Al Fraternity on a Saturday. I'm looking forward to that one. But let us know who you like too in the comments. I'm looking forward to this big race. It's going to be the 12-horse Remington Springboard Mile. Take care, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you cash some tickets and keep it moving. Let's go.